Our final presentation for today is about innovation in mine rehabilitation and how it's applied. Peter York brings 16 years of environmental management experience gained in the mining sector to this role, consistently displaying a strong passion to deliver quality environmental outcomes. He's recognised by peers as an industry leader and is passionate about achieving high levels of environmental performance.
Innovation can be very simple, and its simplicity can sometimes be the most innovative part of it, and I'll get to that at the back end of the presentation. We all know the benefit. We're sort of preaching to the converted around the benefits of rehab. So one sort of innovative thing I wanted to talk about quickly at the back end of the presentation is just around some of the weed mapping work that we're doing. So Mac Energy engaged Dendra systems to do annual weed mapping, so that gets done every year, annual. It flies all the rehab and then it generates, I guess, a map of the weed species on site. What we then do is then transfer that weed mapping data into our GIS system to, I guess, pinpoint those locations of where the seeds we want to the weed we want to target. This map here shows where all the Gallinia was mapped last year. We actually start getting the guys in to actually treat those areas. We then break it up into a 1 hectare grid. That allows our weed sprayers to go and target those areas. Then we can toggle that grid as treated or not treated to allow that sort of traceability. One thing we've experienced, probably all the mine sites over the past 12 to 18 months, is just a general lack of labour. So what we actually did is actually bought our own spray rig, Thiess spray rig, to, I guess, improve that deliverability of the weed spraying. We've got a rapid spray unit which has got a SafeSpray system on it, so you don't have to get up on the rig. You know, it's really innovative and it's the best available technology that is available for weed spraying. But what we're able to do is work with the manufacturer, and actually they had a prototype, I guess, a GPS tracking system. And what that allows you to do is actually measure how much herbicide you're using for each operator on each particular reel. And on the handpiece as well, you can actually select 1, 2 or 3 for what you're spraying. So on this particular day, they were spraying Gallinia. I think in that session they put out 300 litres, and you've got the exact pinpoint of the location of where they were spraying. And then we can overlay that with our annual weed mapping to actually bring a bit of traceability and, I guess, compliance to weed mapping, because we all know you know, it's a little bit difficult to go and map weed areas. There's a lot of honesty based in sort of weed spraying, particularly on your offsets. So this type of technology could be, you know, widely utilised on a lot of sites, and then overlaid with that annual sort of weed mapping data from a drone or something like that, which once again linked to your GIS gives you great information for relinquishment or closure in the future, showing every year you weed spraying, and potentially you may see a reduction over time with your, well, hopefully you will, with your amount of weed loading on the site or in your rehab. So there should be a video if we go back. One video.